Here is my Squamata Juniper in January. The end of the last video was last May when I pruned the back, and I haven't really looked at it until this winter. As I wasn't doing any work on it, I kind of ignored it and therefore didn't film it. I'm making a more conscious effort this year to film everything more often, so you still get decent progress report on trees like this that don't get much work done throughout the year. You can see in April it looks okay, but I had a few dead needles, mostly older foliage that died off. It doesn't do the tree any harm, but I like to pluck it off. It just looks nicer and it just cleans up the branch structure so you can see what's going on. It's been in this pot for 2, maybe 3 years, so I decided to repot it this year. I then did the old classic of accidentally pressing record when I was trying to set up the camera, and then when I thought I was pressing record I was actually pressing stop. Luckily I check quite often what the camera's doing since it's been a bit of a troublemaker recently. So I kind of missed the start of the repot, but you didn't miss much. It had a good amount of roots, not fully root bound, but a nice full pot. Anyway, I removed all the soil and raked everything out. Some people will probably have a panic attack about that, but this is a young tree, bought from a nursery, and it's been in this good soil for 2 or 3 years. It can handle this type of work. I do need to behave myself though when it comes to pruning the roots. I can't be as aggressive as I am with some of my other trees. You can see I'm also using a wooden stick. It's less aggressive and causes less damage to the roots than my usual fork would. I'm a bit off screen here. I seem to have a bit of a disaster filming this. What's happening is the roots are not great. There's a few that come out of the trunk and that's fine, but then there is no fine branching for a while. It's almost like a hand, well, more like a claw. The trunk would be your wrist, and then some roots come out of the fingers. And then at the fingertips is all the nice fine branching, if that makes sense. I've got an idea though on how I might be able to get around this. I'm hoping to do a root over rock, although there isn't many rocks in my garden. I found, I guess it's a piece of concrete. I'm not too sure. It kind of fits okay though. I can drape the claw roots over it and it looks alright. I just used string to tie it down. It wasn't super tight and it should rot away, so hopefully it doesn't cut in. I only cut a small amount off the bottom of the roots and then put it into this ice cream box, which I had put loads of holes into. And here it is. The side branch is now the top and the top is now a side branch. I've also covered up the roots and the stone completely, so you'll have to wait a while to see that. I'm going to leave it for now and then come back to it and give it some crazy bends and twists at the end of summer. A few weeks later and you can see the buds are really starting as well. Here's a close-up of the root base, which is covered in the sphagnum moss. So hopefully it grows well. Looks okay so far. It's still skinny, so it'll be easy to bend and twist this autumn. Thanks for watching. See you next time.